Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Chillin', chillin'. Okay. So I do want to go ahead and probably get down to the table. Definitely make some decks and whatnot. And try and take on this challenge. That's what we're going to be doing today. So I am here. Just need to get my camera set up. Then we can go ahead and start. What is happening here? I'm a bit confused. Bear with me here. Well, this is crazy. Okay. Looks like it has to charge for some reason. Alright, we're just gonna go through and do something in the interim. Probably start maybe around 8-ish. Where's my desktop at? Okay, we back. Okay. The phone I used to record the game, it's not charging for some reason. So it has to charge at least a little bit. So I think in the meantime, what we can do, I think is make some deck lists. So one thing I do want to look at is the heroes versus the villains in this game. So I think we'll go to Hall of Heroes, and let's try and lay out some of the matchups we're going to be doing in the future. So we'll here, cycle 1, wave, whatever. Let's just write down how many villains, how many heroes, and then I guess what kind of matchups we can kind of look forward to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 Guardian characters, 7, 8 in Mad Titans. There's 5 Guardian villains. You can try and lay out some rough thematic matchups. And just try and go from there as we are waiting. Let's get some music or something in the background. Best. Okay, there we go. I mean, maybe that's, you guys can hear that, or maybe not. Okay. We need to lay out some decks. It's really interesting to look through the official stuff for the game. You know, they made mats for a lot of their early characters. Really cool that they keep updating it. Okay, well, we need to list out all the villains in the game. So I guess we'll do sheets. Just make a Google sheet, why not? We'll go Marvel Rewind Clan, and then I don't think I need this stuff. These are kind of cool looking. feel like these are way too bougie for what I need. They're so bougie. Let's see if we can work with this. We'll go villain, hero, aspect. We'll change it to just, I think it's text. Also just text. So we'll go like Rhino, Claw, Ultron. I guess we're gonna have to go to, where are the villains? I guess Green Goblin, or what is it, Risky Business, and then Green Goblin. Risky Business, Green Goblin, Wrecking Crew. And then it's Crossbones, Sorryman, Taskmaster, Crossbones, Absorbing, and Taskmaster, Zola, and then Red Skull. What's the next villain? It's just Kang. Add like 50 more rows. And then it's what's it? Drang Collector 1, Collector 2, Drang Collector 1, Collector 2, Nebula, Ronin. Oh, I don't know how that happened. It's honestly not that bad. I mean, I could keep scrolling. Mad Titan Shadow. Oh, well, never mind. Now I know why we didn't do that. Okay. A Mad Titan Shadow is, it's like Avengers Tower one. Man, what's the bald dude's name? I gotta click into it. Ebony Maw, okay. Ebony Maw, Tower Defense, Thanos, Ella, Loki. Sinister Motives. So this one is Sandman. Who's second in this box? Venom? Or are they third? It's Venom, Sinister Six, Mysterio. I gotta get an action order. Sandman, Venom, Mysterio, Sinister Six. Mysterio, Sinister Six, and then Venom, Goblin. See how we are on the charging. Phone's at 21, so we'll be able to play here in a bit. On to Mutant Genesis. Neon Genesis ends with Magneto, but what does it start with? Sabretooth, Sentinels, Master Mold. Sabretooth, Sentinels. Oh, wait. Did I miss one? I think I did. Oh no. Sentinels, Master Mold, Mansion Attack. Mansion Attack. And then, Magneto. Oh wait, we missed the Hood, I think. Oh, the Hood was after Mad Titan Shadow. Oops. The Hood should be underneath this one. The Hood. Bless you, Chief. Okay, and then we're doing the next one. I always forget. Okay, it's Morlock Siege, On the Run. On the Run. Juggernaut, Mr. Sinister, and then Strife. And then the last villains we've got are from Age of Apocalypse, which I have not played yet. So it's Unis, 4 Horsemen. Unis, 4 Horsemen. Apocalypse. Chief. I don't know what's going on with him. He's like flipping out. Okay. It is Apocalypse 1, Dark Beast, Apocalypse 2. Might as well throw in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Black Widow, Batroc, MODOK, Thunderbolts. Black Widow, Batroc, MODOK. Where are they? Oh, the Thunderbolts. Let's go to Marvel CB. Is there any villains I'm missing? It would be the Hood. Oh, Mojo. I completely missed Mojo as well. We gotta add Magog. Magog, what's her face, and Mojo. That's after Mutant Genesis. Magog, Spiral is her name, and Mojo. Staying on the page. Okay, let's think of heroes here. So we are Spider-Man right now. Oh, you can add another item. This is even better. Aggression, leadership, justice, protection. I guess we have to add pool. Pool. Gee. You don't get to mess with my socks, buddy. I think instead of this being aspect, we'll do like wave. So this is core, core, core. Who are we taking on claw with is the big question. I'm not sure. Just chilling right now. Who should we take on Claw and Ultron with? I mean, we only have 4 choices, right? Out of what's left in the core box. Doing a bit of this series planning here live while we wait for my phone to charge so we can stream our challenge at 10. Claw, I was thinking he has some relationship to Iron Man. I don't think Iron Man can beat Ultron with core box only cards on pure true solo. Maybe he can, but it's gonna be really tough. So I think if we want a chance to play Iron Man, it would be here. I guess I could just like spitball some ideas with who I want to play in this series. So I'm thinking Iron Man could beat Claw. We're gonna have to stay down and get a couple minions on the board. I think it's possible. Ultron, I think, has to be Black Panther because the Retaliate is just gonna be so good against him. Not having to worry about using my basic activation on the drones, that or She-Hulk, but She-Hulk might be a bit tough. Risky Business and Green Goblin are interesting. Since we've already played Iron Man. Cheat! He's just looking for things to bite, bro. Should get him a ball. Goofy dog. Let's go back. Let's do some theory crafting here. Cheat! No. Who do we want to take on Risky Business and then Green Goblin proper? Chief! Do we use Iron Man? Let me look at this. And he would attack this one infamy instead. Chief! Is it in this one that you can't actually lose, or can you? Oh no, you can definitely lose from scheming out. That's interesting. I was thinking maybe Iron Man could do this one. Do I really have any thematic reason? No, I just think he could maybe do it to scheme. I guess they're both geniuses. They're like, you know, they're owners of big companies. You take any amount of damage, remove that many infamy counters. As long as we get some starting thwarting cards, I think Iron Man could do it. It only starts with 2. I think Iron Man could do this one. I actually don't know. I think he could though. Oh wait, I already put Iron Man on Claw. Why am I talking about Iron Man? I'm trolling. I think Iron Man could actually do decent in this one. Let's write it anyways. So maybe like we can get someone different for Claw. Green Goblin himself. I mean, what would be a fun matchup for Green Goblin? I think Thor, right? If we want to show some strengths of some characters, we can go Thor here. With all the minions he has in the encounter deck. That would be fun. Again, there's not really a big thematic reason, but it does let you show how strong the character could be. It's still in the wave. Yeah, so some Thor would be good. Wrecking Crew. And I like it. Sometimes we get to some of these and like I have no idea, man. I know you can't lose by scheming out in Wrecking Crew, so maybe we do like a Miss Marvel. Someone that really likes flipping and taking advantage of her alter ego. She has 2 alter ego supports, right? Add up to 3 cards. Discard and discard pile on the bottom of your deck. She has like 3 alter ego supports. Which is kind of crazy. Captain Marvel could, or I think Miss Marvel could be really interesting here. So let's just pencil her in. We're on to Crossbones now. We know Taskmaster has to be Black Widow, so I'll go ahead and put that one in. Zola, Absorbing Man, Crossbones. Thor would excel with the minions. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and I think it could be a lot of fun too. We're gonna get to the challenge here in a bit. My phone charged up a bit more. It's at like 40. It's like high enough to where we can play the game, but I just wanna make sure that will be fine. Okay. Just doing some planning. I'm looking at kind of the heroes. I still do want to mostly be limited, but you know, there's a couple of options we have up here too that we can use. Obviously, there's a lot more heroes in this game than there are villains, so not everyone will get played. I want to fill in the obvious ones that have to happen. So we know Red Skull has to be Captain America. Like that's not even a. It's really not even a question. What's it called? Gee. My dog, he is acting the fool. Captain America, you know, is a must. Zola, like Absorbing Man, Crossbones, like I'm really not sure here. Drang, Collector 1, Collector 2, Nebula, like Ronin. These are like, okay, Ronin, this one has to be Star-Lord, right? Nebula is interesting. Like Drang, Nebula, Collector 1, Collector 2. The Collector 2 is a thwarting scenario. I think like Rocket. I think Rocket could be cool there. Nebula, I think has to be Gamora, right? Drang. I mean, we have like 2 left. I guess we should do like the main Guardian members. So like, would that be Groot and Drax? I'm just trying to think here. I think Drax could do well against Drang. But like Collector one, man, this one is. I think we're gonna try and make something with Groot, but I think this is probably gonna have to be like Venom. He doesn't put a ton of stuff on the table. He can kind of deal some damage. I'm not looking forward to Collector one. That's for sure. Not looking forward. Okay. I really don't want to replay any heroes in this series. Spider-Man 1 is definitely going to be hard because it's like, you know, it's Spider-Man. Like, we should have Spider-Man fight, you know, Venom or something, but it's going to be tough, and I have to avoid it as much as we can, that is. Crossbones, Absorbing Man, and Zola. I mean, Loki should also be Thor, but we're gonna have to, you know, take some creative liberties there. Ebony Maw is interesting. He does like spells and stuff, right? So like maybe a Doctor Strange is good here. Tower Defense, like Thanos. I think like a Drax or a Gamora would be cool here too. Here we do Captain Marvel finally. Try for going like MCU lore, something like that. Truly go to clock, you know, bro. Planning in Google spreadsheets. Google Sheets. Like Hela and Loki is so hard because it's literally like Thor. Like Thor should be both of them, but obviously he can't be. Zola is also gonna be really tough. And we only have this cycle to use. Do you have like Ant-Man fight Zola? I'm trying to think of something that would be kind of interesting. We have Black Widow, Doctor Strange. We could do. What do we have left? We have Hulk, She-Hulk, She-Hulk, Ant-Man. Oh, we also have Spider-Woman, and Hawkeye. Forgot about those completely. I think Zola and Hawkeye would be interesting. Well, I'm thinking of like the leadership with the Hawkeye ally, which would be really strong. And, you know, Black Knight with his piercings. I don't know if those cards are even out at that point. Someone who can play leadership kind of well, and our options are. I think maybe we do like a Spider-Woman. No, I think we want to say Spider-Woman for sinister motives. So then we have Hawkeye, Hulk, She-Hulk, Ant-Man, Wasp. For some reason, I think Ant-Man would be cool here. I don't actually know. Leadership Ant-Man, just a classic build. Absorbing Man is just kind of like whoever we want. I mean, maybe we just do Hulk. You know, Hulk's getting annoyed that he's trying to delay. I don't know. Crossbones. I'm trying to think of like someone with like a gun or something, but I mean, we just don't have a lot of heroes like that. We have Black Widow, but like, I literally couldn't tell you. Is Miss Marvel on here? She is for Wrecking Crew. Like, I could not tell you who should fight Crossbones. Quicksilver got bodied when I tried playing him. Maybe it's that time to try and run it back. It's interesting. We do Wasp, Quicksilver, She-Hulk. Let's just do She-Hulk. Let's just like write something down, right? She-Hulk, why not? Oh, then we need someone against Kang. I didn't even think about Kang. Iron Man's on here twice as well, which I didn't think about. Who can deal with Kang? We're doing Scarlet Witch, maybe? It's like a genius, and she's like the Sorcerer Supreme. Why not? Let's just say Scarlet Witch. We'll have to shuffle these around. I'll try and look for something that's kind of thematic, things, you know, characters that work against each other, but I think I have a general idea of these first couple ones, what we're doing. Okay, we have Valkyrie. I mean, I guess we can play some Valkyrie Vision. Vision's good against... Oh, Vision would be good against Ultron, but that's like such a long time after. I think we have just enough spider people for all of Sinister motives, which is awesome. So let's do that first. So I think we've got... let's do like... I think Venom is gonna be Ghost Spider. Do we just have Spider-Ham do Venom Goblin? Maybe we do Spider-Man, Miles Morales here, Mysterio and Sandman. Maybe we just, you know, SPDR versus Mysterio would be interesting. She doesn't really draw her deck at all, so we can do that. And then I guess, oh wait, no, SPDRs would be this one, and then maybe we do Spider-Woman here finally. Got all the spiders here in a row for their box. And like, look how many X-Men, X-Force characters we get to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. That's crazy. Do we have that many? Like, surely there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20, and we have to play 17 of them once we get to the X-Men one. There's going to be a ton of decks we got to make for that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, Hello Loki, the Hood, like these ones definitely need like, you know, characters to go up against. But like once we get past all the Avengers stuff, like, you know, we've got like a good lineup. We've got some, you know, what's it called? We've got some good, you know, good mix of characters here. I'm thinking we want to get Adam Warlock and Spectrum into the mix. Hawkeye into the mix for sure. Probably has to... Hawkeye might have to replace, like, I can't have him fight Crossbones because he will get cooked by Crossbones. So I think maybe we adjust She-Hulk. So instead of... Oh, okay, I think She-Hulk might have a better time against Risky Business. We let Iron Man fight Claw. And then this can be Hulk. This can be Hawkeye. And then this can be She-Hulk. So I think that might be a fun matchup. Because she can really just build out while, you know, Norman does nothing basically, and she has so much damage that it doesn't really matter. Oh, that could be really interesting. Okay. I think the phone is charged enough. We can get to it. We can start trying to. We can start the challenge for this week. We still have to build the deck, but that shouldn't be too bad. I'm still here. Don't leave. Listen to the music for a bit while I get set up on the table. Okay. Where am I at? Where am I at? Got my phone turning on. Okay, got the phone latched in there. Let's go ahead and swap scenes. Marvel Champions. Okay, hopefully this renders. Let me see what it looks like. Should be coming up on the stream. Are we looking good? That's that edge. That edge. Yeah, we're looking good. Nice. Alright, cool. Okay. So we're at the table. We're gonna do the challenge for today. Basically, we're just fighting the collector, but he can't make us lose because of the collection. So it's kind of cool. Let me pause the music here, and yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing here today. I'm gonna get collector set up. I'm gonna go ahead and move the microphone over to where you can maybe hear me a bit better. Right there. Let me go get Venom, and well, he should be right here, but we need to still make the deck list, as I said. So we're gonna go ahead and bring out my binder, and let's get to it. So I'm thinking we're going Justice for sure. Collector has a super high scheme stat, and his HP is quite low. He goes 14 into 18. If we're thinking of someone who can, like, get some easy confuses and things like that, do a lot of damage, Venom is definitely who we're picking here. So let's go ahead and open this up. And let's just like deck build a little bit. Let's throw an endurance in there. So he's already at 18, so that's 19. Looking here, he's not a genius. Team building exercise I don't think works very well with him. Nowhere could be interesting. I just don't think we're going to be playing a lot of Guardian Allies. I think definitely we just throw in a Helicarrier. These are just classics. That's a 19. Definitely throwing in Avengers Mansion. So 20. I think probably don't want the double basics in here. I kind of, I basically play them every week, but I don't always have to, is what I'm learning. Gambit, is he interesting against him? We can really avoid a card. It's not very thematic, but we definitely got to throw in a Professor X if we're trying to confuse. Again, doesn't have to be the most thematic thing in the world. Maybe we have the X-Men coming to help us out. But if we put in all these basic cards, we're going to want to play the basic double. And I don't want to do that right now. So we have all of these in here. Superpower training and build support are really interesting. Let me see what that actually nets us with Venom. So yeah, I know that superpower training can get us any of our pistols or our multi-gun. I'm trying to look here. And I think build support can get us our... Oh, wait. Spider Sense is also crazy. Do we take superpower training? I think so. Project Rebirth is good, but is it worth trying to navigate 3 thwart? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think I like superpower training. We'll put this one in. Obviously, we're going to be milling a lot at the beginning. I said we want to go justice, so we'll skip past aggression here, skip past, protection. Okay, so one way or another is really interesting here. What does his side schemes look like? Triple one way or another could be fun. 3, hinder 2, when the player who defeated the scheme. The player who defeated the scheme may play a card from their hand, reducing its cost by 3. Okay, that's really a lot of threat to get to. I don't mind these side schemes. I know they will go in the collection, which is the main issue with them. But yeah, they all come in with 5, man. Like, these aren't even like easy to get rid of. But we can actually take the 3 card draw. One way or another is interesting here. I don't think I will be playing it, but I could see a universe where I do. I think we're gonna go upside the head for sure. Triple upside. We're going confusing. We're trying to confuse him here. Remove 2 threat from a different scheme. Do we do multitasking or clear the area? Does his main start with a lot of threat is the question. 10 starts with 4 per player. Clear the area on turn 1 does how much? 2 if it removes the last threat. Or this one removes 2 threat from a different scheme. It could be good if we have our player side scheme out. Let's go and throw in a sense of justice, I think. So like a butterfly I could see. We'll do 2 sonic rifles. Maybe we're going overboard on the confuses here, but I guess better safe than sorry. See what we have so far. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at 13, so the main deck has 18, so 21, 31, so 9 more cards. Lay down the law is really interesting. I actually really like lay down the law, especially for getting down superpower training. We're gonna be flipping a lot, taking advantage of the confuses. I actually don't mind that card at all. It does only work going to hero form though, which is the problem. Beat Cop is interesting. I think we definitely gonna run Dazzler. We're gonna run Spider Woman. Dazzler, Spider Woman. What does our ally lineup look like? Dazzler, Spider Woman, Nick Fury, Professor X. Let me see. I think the ally lineup is fine. All my other really good, all my other really good allies are kind of in Cable's deck right now. I could get them out, but I'm not sure if it's really worth it. We need to think fast for sure. Collector does have some side schemes, so we'll go ahead and throw this in here. Let's see this again. Okay. So how many cards are we at? Gee. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we've got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34, we need a couple more. We need Think Fast. And I guess some actual thwarting cards. We have, I need the side holster. Okay. I like multitasking if he's gonna get a lot of side schemes in. I also do like clear the area. Let's just do multitasking. I do like lay down the law, but I can't bring myself to play it unless we're playing like, Ant-Man or one of the 3-sided heroes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at 34 now. We're at 36. A side holster is a 37. So this will be 37, and then I guess maybe we'll just do side holster, then 2 Power of Justice, and I think that might be the deck. So I'll just go get those out. I don't actually have those in the binder, so bear with me. I'm gonna go grab them, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we've got a side holster, and then 2 Power of Justice. And there we go. So that should be the entire deck. Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 38, 39, 40. Cool. Cool. That's that. I'm gonna go let my dog out real quick, and we will start that game. Let's go, Chief. Alright, so here we are. Let's get it going. Alright. So we have our Justice Venom deck here. Let's go ahead and set our hit points to 12. That's crazy. I remember Venom was the first character I really played. I was like, wow, the characters in this game get really, really good. He was my first one I played after, you know, after the core box essentially. And yeah, he was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Just the amount of power he had comparatively to some of the cards I saw in that core box, it really threw me for a loop. Let's go ahead and set up the villain area though, to the best of my ability. This is gonna come in. Usually we put the dials over here. Okay. Is the standard set in here? It is not. Let's go ahead and put that in. Standard and expert set. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start this. So I'm probably gonna do a little bit of a YouTube intro here. This will be uploaded probably on Friday. So I will be doing a bit of that YouTuber intro. But it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. It shouldn't be bad. I'm just gonna do an intro before we start the game, and then we'll get into it. I'm gonna make sure I have exactly the rules down for it. And I need to remember what exactly goes into the collection. So I think what happens is that we can no longer lose to the collection at all. During this scenario, players cannot remove cards from the collection, and the Grand Collection main scheme no longer causes the players to lose when there are 5 cards in the collection. We can still lose from threatening out though, and then we just have to defeat the scenario as any hero, which should be, you know, not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this over here so I can make sure that, make sure everything's in screen while we're recording. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the intro here. Bit of a YouTube intro coming up, guys. Again, just fair warning here. Just it's gonna be going live here in a couple days, so I'll do it. So okay, here we are down at the table. Sorry, let me restart that. It's too fast. Okay, so here we are down at the table. Now we're fighting Collector, the Collector here. I believe this is Collector 1, but the thing about this challenge that they made it good is that you can no longer actually lose by filling up the collection. But for his encounter deck, what we have is Infiltrate the Museum, Galactic Artifacts, and the Standard Encounter set, along with Menagerie Melody. Standard and Expert sets are in here. We have our Obligation because we're playing Venom. You know, we have Menagerie Melody. We have Galactic Artifacts, and then what's the last one? It should be in here as well. If it's not, I need to go fetch that. Galactic Artifacts. Let's see. Is it in here? Galactic Artifacts. Infiltrate the Museum. Oh, yes. Okay, Infiltrate the Museum is his encounter set. Okay, we're good. I was getting confused there for a second. Right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle up his encounter deck real quick, and we're gonna see how this goes. So he has a couple of win reveals, and we're also gonna create the collection game area, put the top card of each player's deck face up into the collection. So we do have to do that setup. So I'm gonna shuffle up my deck real quick after I finish shuffling up the encounter deck. When it says in player order, each player must choose to either put the top card of their deck face up into the collection or take 3 damage. I think for Venom, we're probably just going to take the damage. let's go ahead and put down the encounter deck. So we're gonna shuffle up our player deck again. We are on Justice Venom here today, so that should be pretty fun. Shuffling up, good amount of times. Still shuffling. And okay, we have to do the setup on the Grand Collection, so we can't actually do our setup first. So let's see what gets put in the collection. Okay, a double. So like that is part of the collection now. We're gonna flip this over. So there's a couple things on the Grand Collection. It's going to come in with 4 threat. It says hero action. We can choose to exhaust your hero or spend 2 resources of any type to discard 1 card from the collection. But the thing is that is disabled during this challenge. But the good thing about it is that we can no longer lose for the collection having at least 5 per player cards, as it says here. So essentially his whole main scheme is blanked. It's not entirely true because when he goes to his phase 3, you know, he is able to, what's it called? He puts 1 threat on the main for each card in the collection. So, what that happens is that even though we can kind of ignore the collection in this, it is kind of a race because if there's at least 10 cards in here and we flip him to phase 3, it's instantly going to scheme out and we lose. So there is some, you know, troubles to keep track of here, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. We're going to do the collectors when revealed. Now, in player order, each player must choose to either put the top card of my deck into the collection or take 3 damage. I think I'm just going to take 3 damage here. Go down to 9 health. Go ahead and put that back. And we're going to just draw up our hand size here. We already shuffled it, so he took the top card of the deck. So let's just draw up here. Oh, wait. So I'm actually not sure how the setup works here. I think it's after I choose my hand, so we're going to just draw up here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure it's what's it called? It's after I choose my hand. So we're gonna discard cards until I discard a weapon upgrade and add it to our hand. I don't think we need Grasping Tendrils. I don't think we need any of these. We'll keep both pistols and we'll just draw up. So let's draw up 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I do really like a lot of these cards. And now we're going to do our setup ability. We're going to discard cards from the top of my deck until I discard a weapon upgrade and then add that card to your hand. So we're probably going to be discarding for a minute here considering we've seen so many weapons. I think the only one left is multi-gun if I'm you know, remembering correctly. So wherever multi-gun is, that's the weapon that we're going to end up getting. Wow, this is an insane this is an insane setup. Yeah, I think multi-gun is, yep, there it is. Okay. So we discarded, you know, quite a few cards here. That is Venom for you. Okay, and that's to us. So we're gonna start this off. 4th threat on the main here. Okay, wow, what are we gonna do? I think we always have to get the multi-gun down. We definitely want to get down our Project Rebirth. It's going to let us draw a card right now. Or we can just... Let me see this. Okay. We could do these 3. We can play Project Rebirth. Oh, we can play out every single one of our weapons, I think. If we draw off of Project Rebirth instead. Which I think I'm definitely going to do. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 resource here, being the Sonic Rifle. We're going to play Project Rebirth. Oh, I didn't get anything fast. Those are definitely supposed to be in the deck, but that's all right. We'll play it out. Project Rebirth is going to come in. Ready, we're going to exhaust it. We're going to choose either draw a card or heal 3 damage. We're going to choose to draw. We drew into a Strength, which is kind of crazy. I actually don't think we need it. Kind of sucks how we drew into that, but it is what it is. Okay. Actually, instead of playing both pistols, maybe we just get the Confuse going early on the Collector. Do a basic attack onto him, deal 3 damage from... Oh, I forgot to change his health points. He definitely doesn't start with that many. He starts with 14. He does not start with 28. Okay. Let me see this. Yeah, maybe we do just get rid of one of the pistols, which kind of sucks, but I think getting the confuse and then being able to flip down again next turn is going to be really good for us. How many cards we have left in deck? Are we instantly getting an encounter card? We are. No, not if we get the strength in our hand, which is going to be good. Okay. We're going to flip up here into Venom. We can control one additional card that has the restricted keyword. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to spend these. Yes. These 3 resources for multi-gun. No, we still have to spend it anyways. It doesn't really make a difference. We're just replacing 1 for 1. Unless we go... yeah, no, I don't think it makes a difference. I think we're decking out regardless. I think what we want to do... I guess we'll just play it as we were going to play it and hope we draw into another confuse. Yeah, so let's go ahead and spend our ability here. We're going to take 1 damage to generate a wild, so we're going to go down to 8 health. And we're just going to play one of our pistols down. Then I'm going to spend 1 more resource to get the other pistol down. And then we're going to spend these 2 doubles here. Get down the multi-gun. So we have his entire weapon suite on turn 1, which is going to be pretty nice for us. So we have all of them here. And then now I think we're just going to deal 4 damage to him. So we're going to swing and exhaust both of our pistols to deal 4 to bring him from 14 down to 10. Then we're also going to use the multi-gun to remove 2 threat from a scheme. So this is going to bring it down to 2. And I guess we're going to ready up. Oof, it's going to go down to 2, but when the villain phase starts, it's going to go up to 3, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And we're going to draw up to our printed hand size of 5. And, you know, we instantly have to get an encounter card here. And now it's to the collector, so that's at 3. He's going to attack us. Do we take this attack? What do we have here? Do we even have a confuse? We don't. He only has a base of 2. I'm not thinking it can be that bad, so I'm going to say we'll just take the attack. So a base of 2, boost, deal 1 damage to every character you control. So we're taking 3, so we're going from 8 down to 5. Now we have 2 encounter cards to deal with. Let's do the first one. Alright, let's see. Under fire, surge and reveal the top card in the encounter deck. It's probably the worst thing we could see. So this is the surge and then reveal the top card. Attach your identity. When your turn begins, place 1 poison counter here. Take 1 damage for each poison counter. And then I'd spend resources of 3 different types, discard this card. Okay, next one. Gang up. The villain and each minion engaged attacks you. Okay, we definitely can't take this attack, so we're going to defend here. And then I guess we'll use both of our pistols. So we're defending for 4, 5, and then after this activation ends, reveal this card. So we take 0 damage, attach the collector. When the collector take any amount of damage, put this face-up card in the collection. Prevent all that damage and place threat on the main scheme equal to that amount. Okay? And then 1 more. Psionic Ghost, when revealed you are confused. If you're already confused, you take 1 damage. Okay. So that was a pretty tough turn. When our turn... Oh, I didn't shuffle up. When my turn begins, place 1 poison counter here and then take 1 damage. So that has 1 poison counter, and we're going to take a damage. We are confused. It's not looking great for us, but let's see what we can do here. Right, we're shuffling up our deck. Forgot to do that. Alright, let's see what we can do. There's no running guns or anything like that. We do have a Nick Fury. Move 3 threat from a scheme. If you pay for this card, confuse an enemy. Deal 5 damage for an enemy if you used only... okay. So we definitely need to spend a double... I mean, I think we'll just spend all of these. We'll just spend these cards here. Go ahead and play Nick Fury. So Nick Fury's going to come in. We're going to do the one to draw 3 cards. 2, 3. Superpower training. Okay. We want to get rid of the thing that's dealing us damage. I just don't think we can. No, we definitely can. It's just going to be annoying. So we want to spend 3 different resources here to get rid of it. So I guess I'll just do that for now. Spend these 3 resources here. We'll get rid of this. It's going to go into the collection, but stops us from taking damage. We need to confuse before we flip down, and Nick Fury can kind of defend for us, so we should be okay on that front. We're going to have Nick Fury swing for 2 on the Ghost. We're going to use the multi-gun for the last 2 damage. Since, yeah, it's just deal 2 damage. It's going to go in the collection. There are 3 cards in there so far. We're going to take 1 damage here to play Endurance. Endurance is going to come in, and we get 3 extra health. So we go from 3 up to 6. And Nick Fury's going to take damage here, and that's it. I'm going to ready up. Okay. Draw up to our printing hand size of 5. Alright, we got Dazzler, we got our Spider Sense upgrade. Alright. This is going to go up to 4. The Collector is going to attack. We're going to block with Nick Fury. Space of 2, 3, 4. Nick Fury is defeated. He's going to go in the collection. Encounter card. Servant bot. It has guard and patrol. And now it is back to us. Okay. Okay. We do want to flip down if we can, which I think we definitely can. It's just like, how do we want to do this? When you would take any amount of damage, you have to put this card face up in the collection, prevent all that damage, and place threat equal to it on the main scheme, which is pretty annoying. So I think we want to do behind enemy lines here. I think we'll leave the servant guard in play. Oh no, we can't. We have to get rid of this because I can't thwart from the main at all. That's so annoying. Okay. Yeah, we just can't get rid of my confuse here. I think we just have to swing on this guy. So we'll just swing. Yeah, we'll just use them both. Why not? We're going to defeat the servant bot. He's going to go here. This is tough. I think I definitely want to play Dazzler. And then also Spider Sense. I think we're going to go ahead and use the multi-gun to thwart for 2. I'm going to spend the Power of Justice, Spider Woman, and then use this. My ability here to play Dazzler. When she enters play, we're going to confuse an enemy. We're going to confuse the Collector here. Then we're going to flip down. I'm going to go ahead and use Project Rebirth to draw a card. I'm going to get this. We're going to spend these 2 resources. Go ahead and play Spider Sense. When the villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. And we're going to ready up here. Oh, I guess we'll have Dazzler thwart for 2 off of this, but it's going to go up to 1 anyway, so I'll just put it back. And then we're going to draw up to our printed hand size of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Grasping Tendrils, Helicarrier, Run and Gun. Okay, Run and Gun's going to go crazy here. Let's see what we can do. Okay. He's going to, yeah, the main's going to go up by 1. He's going to try and scheme, but he can't because he's confused. And then an encounter card. Assault. It's going to surge. When revealed, choose 1, put the highest cost card from your hand into the collection, discard the highest cost card from your hand, and then place the same amount of threat on the main scheme. I'll just discard the highest cost card from my hand. Do I want it to be Helicarrier or Run and Gun? Let's just make it Run and Gun. And we're going to place 3 on the main, so it's going to go up to 4. And that's going to be that. Okay. It's back to us. She should have a consequential damage. Sorry guys, I'm getting everything out of order here, but we should be good. Okay, it's back to us. I think we finally, I forgot to restand this too. I think we do need to use the Project Rebirth here to heal by 3. We're going to go up to 8. We need to start just laying on some damage onto the Collector. Grasping Tendrils is really good here, I think. Yeah, it's like quite good. Okay. I do want to get the helicarrier down though. So I think what I'll do is I'll get it down and then just swing 4-6 damage on him. Keep the savage attack in hand. Yeah, it looks like a good plan to me. Okay, we're going to flip here. I'm going to spend these 2 resources plus 1 from my symbiotic bond. We're going to go ahead and play the helicarrier. We'll put it here. And that'll come in. What do we do now? We're going to use the multi-gun here. You can go ahead and deal 2 damage to an enemy. The biogram image is going to go off. When the collector is taking any damage, put this in the collection, prevent all of that. And then place an equal amount of threat on the main scheme. It's going to go up to 6. Now, do I deal damage or do I thwart to remove my confuse? Because we're going to have to do a lot of thwarting here in the future. Man, it's just like really bad. Yeah, I'll just thwart to remove my confuse. And then I'll have Dazzler thwart for 2. She takes a consequential damage. And that's it. We're going to ready up. We're going to keep these 2 in hand and just draw up 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright. What can we do? Also, I haven't been keeping track of like any weapons or upgrades leaving play. Has any of that happened this game? I don't think so. I haven't used Sonic Rifle or anything like that. So he's going to go to the collector here. He's going to go up to 5. He's going to attack us. We're going to trigger our spider sense. When the villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. We got a skilled investigator. And then I think we're going to go ahead and use grasping tendrils here. So when the villain initiates an attack against you, cancel that attack. If you paid for this using only punch resources, stun the villain. So I'm going to use, I think I'll use my helicarrier here for that. Yes, I will do that. I'm going to use the helicarrier, grasping tendrils, and savage attack. So since I only paid with it fist resources, he's going to get stunned here. So we stopped that activation and we stunned him. Now we just got an encounter card to deal with. Oh, fail the Cosmos. Put the highest cost card collection or discard the highest cost card in your hand and put that much threat on the main. We're going to have to do that again. We're going to discard Professor X. It's going to go up to 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 threat. It pops at 10. So we got some thwarting to do. Alright, it's back to us. I'm going to have Venom go ahead and thwart here for 3. So we're going to bring this down to 5. Yeah, we're going to bring that down to 5. Then you're going to use the multi-gun here to remove 2 more, bring it down to 3. I'm going to use the symbiotic bond to regenerate our wild resource and spend these 2 resources as well for run and gun. We're going to ready Venom and each weapon upgrade I control. So we're going to do all of that. Just going to ready us up. Then what we're going to do is, what do we want to do? Do we want to keep thwarting? I don't think so. I think we're going to go for damage. So I think we're going to do 6 damage to him here. So we're going to do 2. We're going to use both of the pistols. 3, 4. So we're going to do 4 damage, bring him down to 6. We're going to use the multi-gun here to deal 2 damage to an enemy, bring him down to 4. And that's going to end our turn. We're going to ready up and then draw up. He does still have a stun on him, so I'm not feeling too bad right now. Oh, I think that was too many cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't remember what was at the bottom. Avengers Mansion, run and gun is really good again. Clear the area is also really good. Alright, let's see what we can do. Hopefully he doesn't put any threat on the main. It's going to go up to 4. He is stunned, so that stops that activation. And encounter card. Hinder 2. The player who defeated this scheme may ready their identity. So this side scheme comes in with 5 threat. Let's go ahead and move these over. Let's put it here. It comes in with 5. I think we're going to have to ignore that acceleration icon if I had to guess. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to flip the collector because he's going to put 6 threat as soon as we flip him. So let's see here. Let me read this just to make sure we're good. It says, put the top card of each player's deck face up in the collection. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each card in the collection. Oh, and he puts threat on the main scheme whenever cards go into the collection. Okay, so we have to be really careful. That's why I'm not using Dazzler yet. Man, this is tough. I think we do have to ignore this for now. And just try and do some damage to him. But there are already 6 cards in here. 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 cards. So we can instantly flip him. It's going to go up to 7. Man, this is tough. Okay, we have to clear the area first. We have to just bring it down to 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the multi-gun here. I'm going to thwart this by 2. Then what we're going to do, I think, is take a damage here to go ahead and play clear the area. We're going to remove 2 more off of it. If it removes the last threat, we're able to draw a card. We got the Sense of Justice. Okay, we're about to get a lot of encounter cards. This is tough. I think we're just going to have to do as much damage as we can, it looks like, and try and finish him next turn. So we're definitely going to stay up here. I think we have to play upside the head just so... Did I spend my Symbiotic Bond? I think I did, right? But I still think we have it anyways. Yeah, we're definitely going to play upside the head to confuse him. Yeah, okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to swing 4 here. I'm going to use the Helicarrier as an action to reduce the next cost. After your hero makes a basic attack and damages an enemy, confuse that enemy. We're going to go ahead and drop a Confuse on him here. And we are dealing 4 damage because we're going to spend both of our pistols. It's going to bring him from 4 down to 0. So a couple things are going to happen. He's going to go into his last phase, phase 3. When revealed, put the top card of each player's deck face up into the collection. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each card in the collection. So this is going to come in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So instantly 7 threat is going to be added to the main scheme, which is really scary. And then because there's also an acceleration icon that I forgot about. I just don't know if I try and play around threat being added. How much health does he have? He has 18. So he's going to come in with 18. Or do I just gun him down? I think we have to thwart. As much as I don't want to, I think that's our only option. Yeah, we're just going to have to do a big thwart. I'm going to go ahead and spend these 3 resources here for run and gun. We're going to ready Venom and each upgrade I control. So we're going to ready all of that up. Man, I mean, thwarting 4, what is it? 5 here feels really bad, but it does keep us safe. So we're going to use the multi-gun, remove 2 threat from a scheme, bring this to 5. And then we're going to thwart, use our basic thwart here to bring this down to 2. Because he has a base of 1, but that adds 1 to the power. And I think we're going to flip down. This might be really greedy, but we're going to flip down. And we're going to use Project Rebirth to heal by 3. Go back up to 8 health. And then we're going to draw up. Greedy flip here, but we do kind of... Man, the Grasping Tendrils is so bad. We should have stayed up. That was greedy. Too greedy for sure. But you know what? What can you do? We're going to get an encounter card. And, yeah. Let's see what we can do. I didn't want to put Dazzler in the collection just yet because she adds threat when she goes in. I only want to spend her when, you know, we need a big push. But I feel like we're going to get some guard minions coming in, which is going to be scary. So that's 4 cards, 5 and 6. These are not the cards I want to be seeing. Yeah, this is like almost, this is basically a dead hand. That's really bad. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm going to ready everything up. It's going to go up to 4. Oh yeah, there's no reason I should have flipped down. It's so troll. It might be over. Okay. It's going to go up to 4, right? Because it was at 2. He's going to try and scheme. He can't because he's confused. Now we have 2 encounter cards to deal with. First one, Villainous, and then second one, put the lowest cost card you control face up in the collection. The lowest? Do we do a pistol? No, I think we have to do this. We lose 3 health, so we go down to 5. When a card will be placed in the discard pile, okay, so technically it instantly places it, so we don't add threat here. And then we got this guy with a ton of, you know, a bit of attack on him. All right, it's back to us. Okay. So I think we have to keep the Grasping Tendrils in hand because our hand is literally terrible. Trying to think here. We could do 4. Or do we draw a card or do we heal up? Man, this is tough. I think we can Grasping Tendrils the Collector. Or maybe we do this where after your hero makes a basic attack and damages an enemy, if that enemy's already confused, stun it instead. I think we want to stun Monarch Starstalker. I just don't think we can focus on him at all. I think we just have to ignore him and go for a win here. So I think that's what we have to do. We're going to keep these 2 in hand. We'll confuse him, I guess, with Upside the Head. And just keep these doubles in hand. It just like feels really bad. Yeah, we're just gonna Project Rebirth here for 3 more health, bringing us up to 8. Yeah, I just don't think there's much else we can do. We're gonna flip up here to Venom. We're gonna go ahead and swing on him for 6. So that's gonna be 4 damage from that. Bring him from 18 down to 14. And then we're gonna use the multi-gun here to bring him down to 12. And man, we definitely need some damage in this hand. Oh, I guess when I did that initial attack, I would have spent this for Upside the Head, which would have confused Collector. We're going to discard this and I guess just draw 2 cards. No, let's discard a double, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, run and gun, I think we might have it with that. Let's see how we're gonna ready up. Okay, let's see what we can do. So it's gonna go up to 6 here. The Collector is going to attack us. When he initiates the attack, we will draw off of Spider Sense. Savage attack might just do it here. We're gonna go ahead and spend Grasping Tendrils. Hero Interrupt Defense. When the villain initiates an attack, cancel it. If you use this using only fist resources, he's also stunned. So he's stunned as well here. Monarch Starstalker is going to attack us. Now, I need to think about this real quick. So we have 6. We have exact lethal on the board. And then Dazzler might be able to defend us. I think we just take this attack. So he's going to attack with 2. He has Villainous. Put Psionic Ghost into play. Okay. So I'm not sure if he attacks me as well, but we're confused here. I'm going to say they do both attack me, so I'm going to go down to 4 health. And we have an encounter card to deal with. Come on. Caught Up Guard. Okay. Whew. Discard an upgrade or support you control. I think it has to be Spider Sense, right? It's the only one we don't need anymore. Yeah. So we're going to discard this, but this says when a card would be placed in the discard pile from play, place it face up in the collection instead. So that's what we're going to do. That's what he says here. And then we're going to place 1 threat on the main scheme. He's not actually scheming, so he does get to do that. It brings it to 7, and this should be the game here. We have the running gun in hand. Savage attack, yeah. This should be it. So, none of these guys have guard or anything we need to really care about. Let's go ahead and put them down here. It's kind of a messy play area. These guys don't have guard. We were dealing with this, what's it called? We were dealing with this acceleration icon the whole game, so I don't want to remove it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in the collection here at the end of the game, and this should be the end of it. Okay, So we're readied up. I'm gonna go ahead and add Venom, swing onto the collector here. We're gonna exhaust both pistols. So it's gonna be 2, 3, 4, bring him from 12 down to 8. Then we're gonna spend the multi-gun here, deal 2 damage to an enemy, bring him from 8 down to 6. And then we're going to just go ahead, spend these 3 resources. We're gonna play a run and gun. We're gonna ready Venom in each weapon upgrade we control. So ready a Venom, ready up each weapon upgrade. We're gonna swing 2 and then use both of these interrupts. Give them +1 for the activation. So 2, 3, 4 from 6 down to 2, and then we're gonna spend the multi-gun. We had the triple. I wouldn't say it was like the god first turn, but we literally got every single upgrade weapon down on the first turn. Really showcasing the power that Venom showed me when I was first starting the game. As my first hero after the core box, we're going to use a multi-gun activation, deal 2 damage to an enemy, we're going to target the collector, bring it from 2 down to 0, and that is the game. That is defeating the weekly challenge, week 13, first attempt. The collector is so much easier when you don't have to deal with removing all of these from the collection, because, oh my goodness, 2 resources or an exhaust is crazy. Yeah, we were able to do it. Even Dazzler could have done 2 more, but she would have gone into the collection, and then it would have added 1 threat. Then we would have lost a threat next turn. That is that. That is, the collector defeated. That was a ton of fun. I haven't played Venom in so long, and that was he's just as fun as I remember him. I love the grasping tendrils card, how it combos well with the spider sense, how he gets that that Peter Parker-esque card draw. I love the little economy. He takes a damage, extra economy. This Project Rebirth is probably one of the most insane support cards in the entire game, and it's just a ton of fun. We'll go ahead and do the deck list here like we normally do, but that was a good game. I'm pretty satisfied with that. It was fun. I think I got a bit lucky. He didn't throw a million. He didn't throw a million card minions at me. I think I only hit 1, and I'm sure there's a lot more in the deck than the ones I found. Let's see how many there actually are. Oh, I guess there's 1 there, 1 there. Oh, okay, there was only 2 more, so hitting 1 isn't like terrible. How many cards did we go through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Getting a double encounter card in the first turn is pretty tough. For any hero against any villain is pretty tough the first turn. I got a lot of these. I should have taken out a lot of these. They leave play the turn they're played type of encounter cards, or sorry, allies, because I forgot we were playing collector. And it still was kind of close to him instantly, scheming out on this scheme when I flipped into stage 3. But no, we were able to avoid that. We were able to manage the threat pretty effectively. Justice Venom is crazy. I even forgot to put Think Fast into the deck, which is kind of a blunder on my end. That's the whole reason I played Venom and Justice when I first started, because I'm like, oh, this card's crazy. Take a damage and then confuse an enemy. But I guess when you think about it, really, Upside the Head is pretty similar. Most of the time, Venom is just going to be basic attacking because he gets 4 with both of his pistols. So it makes sense. But let's go ahead and get the deck list going here. Dropped a card. We can go ahead and showcase that. That was a ton of fun. Have you guys done this challenge? If you have, let me know. It was a lot of fun. When you don't have to worry about his main gimmick, of course, it's going to be a bit easier. Let's go ahead and separate this out, do a quick deck list, and then talk to a chat for a little bit, and see how y'all's nights are going and whatnot. I've been looking in case anyone was sending any messages, of course. And then I'll do these here. Alright, just trying to separate these cards. I love the Spider Sense upgrade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then the multi-gun is just so crazy. Like this this upgrade just does everything. Like I don't know what else you could want it to do in my opinion. But let's still go ahead and separate this out. But I usually do resources as their own. Okay. We'll do upgrade, sure, why not? We'll do events, allies, basic stuff, allies. We usually separate it by the aspect, so we'll do it like this. Allies. Player side scheme. Okay. I'll do that deck list here in a sec. Let's organize it. Only 4 allies. Organize this as well. Alright. Good game. Venom is awesome. Yeah, I know. He's so fun. Like, he is... When I tell you, like, this was the character I really... you know, I was playing the core box and I fell in love with She-Hulk. I'm like, man, She-Hulk is so fun. I love being able to flip up and down. You know, I can use her alter ego to stop threat from being put on the schemes. I was able to, you know, deal 2 damage every single time I flip up. I'm like, dang, that's like really cool. And I love that design space. And then after, you know, I made it a mission to play every, you know, villain in the core box and every hero in the core box. And the one that I thought looked the coolest out of the other heroes I owned at the time was Venom. I'm like, I'm going to try Venom. He looks really cool. And then I realized, I'm like, that gimmick thing that I like with She-Hulk so much is like, I mean, this is just She-Hulk's thing. Like, and you can do it every turn. It's not like a flip. You don't have to get like, I forgot what it's called for She-Hulk. I think it's double life or something like that, where she can flip down, draw up to her hand size, and then she can flip back up. And I'm like, this multi-gun is crazy. Like that response on She-Hulk that I love, the deal 2 damage and you flip up. I mean, this just does it every turn. Or it thwarts for you. Or it deals 1 to every minion, which to be fair, I almost never use that. I don't think most people do. I think it's more of a multiplayer effect. But I'm like, man, this Venom guy is just crazy in my opinion. Just crazy. So much fun to play. But we will get down to the deck list and we'll just look through it. And, you know, bit of a YouTuber voice on here other than streamer voice. So we're going to do that just so we can throw it in the video. Go up live. You got to see it live. You have to see it live, Alien Peter. But, you know, YouTube will be able to see it later. Thanks for hanging and chilling out. And so we'll get into it. Bit of a YouTuber voice, bit of a pause. Alright, so here we are at the table, and this is the deck list we use to take on Collector for this week's Fantasy Fight Game Challenge. So right here, obviously, we have Venom's 15 specific hero identity cards. Obviously, we got the insane turn 1 where we got all 3 of our weapons out at the cost of getting an extra encounter card. But this multi-gun, as always, puts in so much work, gets around the stuns, confuses, just makes everything so much cleaner. Onto our resources, we're on the 3, you know, double resources here, and the 2 Justice doubles. We're on superpowered training because Venom has so many good targets for it. Obviously, multi-gun is #1 priority, but you can also get the spider sense, which is so crazy. Turns you into Peter Parker from the core box. Plus, it comes with grasping tendrils. Absolutely crazy. Let's look at the basic upgrades we have here. So we're on side holster just because we have a card. You know, the sonic rifle in here that you'll see here in a bit. Endurance, of course, the 3 extra health. There's basically 3 extra wild resources. We have Helicarrier and Avengers Mansion. You know, those are classics. Those are staples. You know, when we're doing these weekly challenges, you know, I like relying on some staples, you know, playing some strong cards, but also some fun and thematic cards. Speaking of cards that aren't very thematic, you know, we're on Professor X and Nick Fury here. I mean, Professor X makes a ton of sense. We can confuse this villain. We have a lot of things that combo well with confusion. And we have Nick Fury, of course, you know, the classic hero, core box ally, except against the Collector, these 2 are kind of bad. I mean, I wouldn't really say bad because we can't really lose the collection with this challenge, but they automatically own the collection. You can't do anything about it. You know, you got to see that I was able to play around Dazzler by not actually using her activation so she was defeated until the very end if I needed to push, because I knew that I needed to manage the cards going into the collection. A Spider-Woman, obviously we never got a chance to play her, but she's really good, especially if the collector is confused because she's 2 cost and any of his minions were confused. You know, Dazzler comes in, confuses an enemy. It's just really good. Professor X, but you know, costs 1 more. And she doesn't go away at the end of the round. Now we're going to go into the Justice events. We're on 1, clear the area, 2, multitasking. You know, on the stream I was kind of thinking, you know, what kind of ratio I should do this with. I decided 1 and 2. The 1 clear the area did come in clutch. I think I should have made all 3 of them clear the areas to be fair, but and then the triple upside the head. I forgot to put in Think Fast in this deck when I was making it, even though I mentioned it. This is essentially the same thing. I mean, obviously it's contingent on using our basic activation, but Venom is almost always basic attacking, so you know, this kind of was Think Fast, except I didn't need to take a damage, so I was able to get some couple of clutch confuses and things like that down on the table. We're on a Skilled Investigator just in case, you know, we got our player side scheme, just a little bit of card draw. You know, Collector has some schemes, but I realized we don't really want to be clearing them. Sense of Justice, just to give us, you know, a resource generator for our 1-cost thwart events. Float Like a Butterfly, just in case, you know, we were sitting on a Confuse for a while. It really adds a lot of damage with Venom. We get, you know, 2 damage up to 3 with the multi-gun. We get 4 damage up to 5 with, you know, our basic activation. And then if we get a, you know, run and gun to ready everything, that's another 2 extra damage. So we did 4 extra just for that, just for having a Confused status on him, which is really good. And then we're on the 2 Sonic Rifle here. Just a more permanent and consistent way of hitting a Confuse. It is 3 costs, but it does give us 2 Confuses, which is really nice. And yeah, that's basically the deck list. This week's challenge was a ton of fun. It made one of the most dreaded, I would say, villains in this game a lot of fun. You didn't have to worry about the collection, but he's still a challenge on Expert because, like I said, with this when revealed ability, he is able to instantly pop the main scheme if you're not being careful. Like if you had 10 cards in the collection before you managed to get him into phase 3, he would instantly, you know, it would hit 10 no matter how much threat you had on it, unless you had an under surveillance. Which now that I'm thinking about it, I could and should have put in this deck, but I did not. But yeah, unless you had that under surveillance, it would make it 14, but it would instantly pop, and that's pretty scary. But that was a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's challenge. We're going to be uploading these pretty consistently on this day, either Friday or Saturday every week, and then you'll have to look out for Marvel Rewind if you haven't. Check that out. Check out the explanation video and the first episode, which was Spider-Man versus Rhino. Ton of fun. Really excited for that series. A lot of fun things going on the channel right now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to you guys being there with me and hanging out and chilling out. Let me know if you guys completed this challenge, who you completed it with, if this changed your perspective on Collector, even just a little bit, Collector 1. And yeah, that's going to be all for today. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. All right. That's YouTuber voice done. That's just what we got for the upload. Yeah, that was so fun. I really had a lot of fun with that. Oh, okay. Ton of fun there. That was a one and done play. Nothing, you know, there's really nothing I can complain about. So we're gonna go to webcam here real quick. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Let me actually swap this over. We're gonna go ahead and close out. Let's do a bit of a, you know, bit of an encounter card, you know, browsing the Reddit here. Oh wait, I've got to move my mic over because you probably can't hear me at all. I'm gonna move it over. There we go. Let's see if there's anything interesting on the Reddit right now. Just as a chill way to end the stream. Okay, where's my desktop? There it is. Alright, let's see if there's anything chill here. Quick question regarding Pursued by the Past. I have not played Age of Apocalypse, so I cannot interact with this post. Leadership out of Corset / Nick Fury ally. Playing Spider-Man Leadership versus Ultron. Leadership feels very boring. It has this play an ally, try and buff it, and it's gone. Black Cat, Mockingbird, or Hawkeye are definitely key cards versus Ultron. That seems to be it. Love the remaining cards are just kind of meh. I feel like I'm missing something. I know that people absolutely love Leadership. I was gonna say like Thoughts on Nick Fury in the core set environment. Having his force response, his 2-2 take a hit seems really good for cost, but I have an initial knee-jerk reaction every time I see him. I don't want to play him for 4. Okay, that's a crazy take. I think even when I played the core box, I knew Nick Fury was like really good. If you think about that 3 draw, it's like you're playing him for essentially, what is it, like 2 effective resources, which is insane. It's just even he can help you clear out a game and things like that. I don't know. I feel like this Nick Fury take is definitely interesting. I'm not saying they're wrong to think this, obviously, but that's a bit crazy to me. But yeah, I think leadership in the core box is a bit boring. We're gonna see this in the rewind for sure. There's not a ton you can do. It's just triple, make the call. Hopefully your hero has a really good, ally in their deck that you can make the call over and over. You want to put a couple inspired maybe and things like that. I can't see it's going to be very, involved even with a core set experience. You definitely need a couple more cards to kind of like iron that out, in my opinion. Let's see here. Anything else that's interesting here? Card of the day, Luke Cage. I did see this, which was crazy. The Marvel Champions like digital simulator. This is really cool in my opinion. And it had a ton of content in it. It's kind of like effects and things like that. Oh, it's using a lot of like the dueling book sound effects, which is really fun. I'm sure they're in a free library somewhere. This is like really cool. I hadn't even seen it in action, but man, this is like awesome. So cool. Show him some love on the thing for sure. Card of the day is Luke Cage. Let's see if we can give an opinion on this. 4 cost, toughness, 1/2. 1/2, tough, 5 health. I think this card is actually crazy. I mean, you gotta think about it like, what other allies can you put out? There's very few 1-cost allies that provide a block. Colossus is a comparable card. He's 4 cost basic, but if you're not playing X-Men, if you're playing X-Men, he's 3. But he comes in 5 health. He doesn't take double consequential, so he can be a block. He can do 8 damage. It's pretty slow, but it's a block. He can do 8 damage and then block again. I think that's crazy to me. Or you can just block 3 hits. You're spending 4 to block 3 hits. I mean, I actually don't like this. Like, this is, not that I don't like this. I actually think this is a pretty good card. It's not a card I really consider, because expert you need a bit more tempo, but I like that. Let me see what the comments had to say about it. I think the card's like not bad. The old high cost plus tough allies are a design mistake that I'm curious about. I'm reasonably confident this kind of thing could only happen at a crossroads in the early game design. Like, I wonder if there's an early rules text that exempted consequential damage from removing toughs, or if consequential damage were a late addition after these allies were made. I think they really need a rule change where consequential damage and damage that you choose to take, whether for your hero or an ally, does not remove a tough unless you want it to. This seems like really strong. I'm not sure if I really agree with this guy here, but I could see that. It is annoying when you get a tough pinged off of you because of something in your hero kit. Like, Venom can't use toughs well at all, in my opinion. But I think the card's fine. It's like, he's pretty cool. You're just doing it for the blocks, right? He's very slow tempo, but it's interesting. Do you read encounter cards before you start a villain for the first time, or go in blind? I always go in blind. Yeah, I think like most of this thread people are saying blind too. Always go in blind. It's way more fun that way. You get surprised by random things, and it's a ton of fun. Promo items. Promos from Age of Apocalypse. song's so good. Okay, I think that's chill. That was a good stream. Good stream for sure. Alright, thanks guys for hanging. Thanks for chilling out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, a bit of the planning and improvising we had to do at the beginning. But it's gonna be, that was a lot of fun. You got to see a bit of the Marvel Rewind process, a bit of the deck building process, even though it was really fun, fast. See you guys in the next one. It was a ton of fun, and goodbye.